Hi, my name is Kayla.
And I'm Hannah.
And this is Leer, Wiwanik, a YVC Library podcast. We have a special guest today. Her name is Lilly. Hi, Lilly.
Hi, it's nice to see you guys. Well, I guess not see you.
Well,
I guess
it's nice to
hear
talk
you.
to you. I can see you, kind of, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. That's an old picture, so don't
No.
mind.
Well, I'm sure you still look amazing.
Thank you.
Anyways, now let's get into the meat right away. What did you guys first think of Julia when she was like introduced in the book? Like your first thoughts on her character?
I mean, I didn't know what to think. It was kind of a tense situation. So like I wasn't gonna base attitude off of like what she was
Fair
going
enough. I mean, I
through.
judged her instantly.
Oh wow.
What do you think, Lilly?
I mean, I would say the same thing. I was pretty like thrown off by like I guess she had a very negative attitude, which I didn't understand obviously at first. And so I was just like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
I know. I was like, this little girl is angry.
I was like, what is this book gonna be about?
I was like, this girl is about to like bite my head off. And I'm not even in the book. I mean, I love her though.
Yeah.
I love her. She's
Yeah.
messy, but I love her.
Yes, we stand Julia.
Of course we do. What was your like favorite like moment or scene in the book?
I think when her English teacher was talking about like how it
The college? Yeah, that was really sweet.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that part was really good, especially because I mean, I've had a couple teachers who I've connected like really well with.
Yeah.
Seeing that in the book, especially where she's from, like a low income
Yeah.
Hispanic community, it was like, dang, I resonate with that. But I think my favorite part was actually when her mom was talking to her towards the end
Yeah.
about like the relationship they've had and how it hasn't been the best, but she still loves her and supports her.
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of ending I needed for this book, or else I was gonna burst into tears.
Honestly, I feel that. I was like, oh my gosh, I sure hope they repair their relationship.
Yeah, I was like, we don't want any toxicity still after.
I know, like all this trauma. Okay. What did you think about how her parents were dealing with like Olga's death? Like, I was like,
I mean, I think we see multiple stages of going through them, kind of like how the mom is isolating and the dad just is carrying on like nothing happened.
I also noticed that they were kind of blamey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen that too.
Yeah.
I think it was I don't want to say it was like a normal response, because obviously I'm not a parent and I don't understand.
Oh yeah,
but it's like it was pretty, like you could definitely tell, especially with the dad, and like from experience with my dad and like him having members of our family pass away, like emotions are not spoken outwards, especially in the Hispanic culture. They're pretty like, kept in, like you don't really talk about what you're feeling and things like that. So I could definitely see it in the dad, and so I was like, oh, that definitely makes sense, and I'm glad the author like included that. But then with the mom, I was really like thrown off a bit.
I know,
with the the blaming game that she was playing.
Yeah, I was like, it rubbed me wrong completely.
Yeah, like I've never ever seen that before, but I mean, it's a good point, because sometimes that does happen, especially when there's like other siblings and a child passes away type of thing.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I've never had to go through that, and if I did, I would have handled it probably even worse.
Yeah.
Like, not to call myself out.
Me too, because I don't know. I think there was just so many emotions not spoken, and there was like a really strong lack of communication.
Yeah,
and stuff,
very tense.
But it's a cultural thing, so I think
I didn't really take that into consideration reading the book, obviously.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, this is a good book.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I'm learning, it's very nice, a little messy, but very good.
We're going with the waves of the book.
Right. Okay, what are your guys' favorite characters though? Like, spill the hot goss. What's your favorite character, Hannah?
Obviously the main character,
Julia,
the English teacher.
Oh. The main character.
No, I mean like The main character, then the English teaching, and then Olga. Not the main character, the English teacher.
No, totally. We should get a book about him.
Yeah,
I would
no,
love
give me his background.
Like, how's your journey as a
just this middle-aged white man? What are you doing in life?
What have you been through?
We'll add another book about that genre.
The second book.
Who is your favorite character, Lily?
I would say the grandma.
Oh yeah.
She was so warm and welcoming, and she reminded me a lot of my own grandma, which my grandma is in Mexico. So like I basically had that experience, and especially in that part of the book where she's talking about going on this plane journey, and she's going to Mexico because her parents think like it'll give her a nice refresh, and that's usually the case.
I didn't think that was like a normal thing. I'm kind of surprised that they're sending her to a completely different country.
Yeah, it's because usually it's obviously not all, but when Mexican or Hispanic or Latin parents don't have documents, to make them, to allow them to go back and forth between any country, they usually just send the kids because they still do have family over there.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad, and my mom's like totally American, like white, so I'm mixed. So, and she even threatens, she's like, I'm gonna send you to Mexico if you don't be like I'm like,
you better behave.
Like, from this book, that sounds a little nice.
I know, I want a little vacation. That would be nice. I mean, is it really a vacation if you're being forced there? I don't know.
In the end, yeah.
Okay, but like, were y'all surprised when Olga had like that secret saucy life?
I think
definitely.
I mean, like, yeah, but then they were kind of explaining how like she was asked why she didn't go to like a university or anything, and she just answered like super like mean.
Yeah.
So it's like something had to be going on for such a reaction to be.
I just didn't expect it, really.
I don't know.
It
She
was
was
like,
she was
Olga?
saucy.
I mean, from the whole book and like how it was going, and then you throw in Olga's story, I was so like, oh my god, this turned into like a telenovela all of a sudden.
I was like, damn, a double life.
Tea time.
I did wish there's more of like a backstory.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like we didn't really get to know a lot about Olga and the guy she was seeing.
Yeah, we just knew
he was seeing her.
Yeah.
And he was gross and a cheater.
Yeah, he was like way older.
Yeah, like double her freaking age.
I was like, oh wait, I don't know if I can say that on the podcast.
Maybe. Doesn't hurt to try. We can edit it out.
Well, I mean, we have like a DILF that's in the book. And
period.
Like, you have to admit.
Okay, of course. Yeah.
Like, he was a gross one. We don't accept him.
Exactly. He can like throw himself in the garbage.
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna ask like a little investigative question, a little sauce. What do you think would have happened if like Olga lived? Like, how do you think their story would have rolled out?
I feel like that would have been messy. I mean, she was with child, like,
yeah,
with this guy who has a wife.
Yeah, that would definitely been like not a plain sauce. That would have been like definitely a lot of seasoning in that one.
Yeah, no, I think it would make still for an interesting book though. She gets hit by a car, she somehow lives, and then she has to tell her closed off parents that she's actually this baddie,
I want a sequel.
Right? Like, girl, write it out and send it to me.
Exactly.
Okay, so this one is a little like a heavier question. There are a lot of mentions of like self-harm, racism, and homophobia. How do you think, like, how well do you think that the author like portrayed these things in the book?
I think especially like at the age, like a lot of people in high school have experienced at least one of those things.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was nice to see in the book, and I mean the author portrayed it really well. It wasn't too heavy, but it wasn't.
Yeah, she was very blunt with it, but she was also kind of elegant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely say it was the better written parts of those, because I mean self-harm and things like that are deep to talk about.
Exactly.
And the way she approached it, where it's like there is that, self-doubt or not
Mhm.
recognizing that you're harming yourself and things
Yeah.
like that, or or you're falling into depression. So I'm glad that she threw that in there because it's important. Like if people are reading that and they're realizing, oh, I kind of resonate with what's happening to Julia, then it's like,
Yeah, I really like the inclusion of it. I was like, oh, I did not expect this, considering I thought it was like a book for like middle school kids.
oh yeah.
I was like, it was very good though. I was like taken aback. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this book or not. I usually like high fiction or fantasy, but it was so good.
Well, and then like I'm pretty sure my copy did, but towards the end of the book, there was actually a page on like mental health resources
Yeah, I saw
thing.
that.
And I was like, oh my God, I've never read a book that
Yeah, it
has
was in
had
like
that
the
included.
ebook version too. I
So
was like, oh wow.
yeah, it was really well written and really approached the audience. So highly
I
recommend.
agree with that. But even though it's well written, is there anything y'all would like change about it?
No, I feel like it was, one of those books when I didn't really have any complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything big about it. Me, I don't know. I think more of like a deeper conversation with the dad.
Yeah.
I think it needed that because it kind of, so there's like this thing in Mexican culture called machismo,
Yeah.
which is like basically men having like no emotion. They work for the family. Like it's a really dominant male like culture. And so I kind of wish they touched on that a little bit more in the book, of like the dad showing more emotion and her having a conversation about it. But I think that should be like maybe a future add-in or like a sequel type thing. And
Yeah.
then but I think the conversation with the mom and like getting deeper into their relationship kind of helped.
Yeah, I think it definitely did. I would have liked to see more of the dad and like talking about him because he was like a static main character. Like we didn't really get to know much about him.
I feel like
Yeah.
reminded me of my dad, and I really didn't
Like closed off.
yeah, I really didn't want to deal with that because
Oh,
I have like a
girl.
giant daddy issue. I was like,
I think you speak for both of us.
I was like, don't talk about my dad, please.
Okay, I don't even know how many questions I've asked.
I don't know.
But like, let's get to the meatiest meat. Can you really call it meaty? It's just like kind of a basic question, but I'm gonna call it meaty anyways. How would you rate this book out of 10?
Like an 8.5.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe like an I don't know, 8.75 or a 9.
I love how specific you were. I love that. Let me think about that.
Yeah, like
3/4.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. I think it's because some parts of it like made me really connect with it.
Yeah.
Like I could not put that book down for 2 days. Like that was,
Dude, me too. I finished it so fast. I was like, what's gonna happen? I am so interested. Did I ever say who my favorite character was? I feel like
No.
I forgot. My favorite character is Wanga. I was like, you know what I'm thinking of right now? I didn't answer half my own damn questions.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah, just rewind. Yes, he's my favorite character. All right, well, I think we've had a pretty good discussion about it. I'm kind of running out of queries and my boss needs me. But thank you so much for agreeing to be our guest host.
Oh, this was so fun.
It was really fun talking to you, and I'm really happy to get like your point of view with this book. It's going to really make the episode that much more substantial and better. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I can't wait for it to come out.
Yes, we'll like roll it out after we edit it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the car listening.
All right, well, I guess we're signing off.
I guess so.
Remember to vote.
Oh yeah.
And remember to say thank you to Lilly for good hosting. Thank you, Lilly.
I'm just saying, I'm like, oh,
it's much appreciated.
I loved it. Keep watching or why do I keep saying watching? Like you can't see it, but I guess
I mean, maybe you can. Maybe have that little third mystical eye.
Tap into your spirituality and,
yeah.
and listen to this podcast.